a lot of different elements of this game, a lot of good stuff to talk about, like we've discussed for the last half hour or so. I do want to read through a number of your comments, your DMs here, mostly on Instagram here right now. We've got MK on Instagram DMing in saying, nailed by the win at 1919. 1919 is the record right now. Feels a lot better than 17 and 19. Would have been 18 to 20. Important wins, MK says. Important wins to notch before the big series against the Dodgers, not to mention the Braves and the Yankees coming up before the schedule for the Padres is tough, really, until about early June. There's not much let up in the schedule, so you're right. Continue to be important. As far as the bridge to Suarez, look, throughout the early part of this year, that bridge has been a little... Seventh inning, walks the leadoff man in the eighth inning, so he was a little bit up and down today. Estrada, same sort of thing, a walk, a single, but then he got a big strikeout to get the first out in that bases loaded situation, and then Robert Suarez has just been lights out. So he's saved bullpen a few times here. Tonight was a good example of that. But MK, to your point, yeah, there have been nights where it hasn't been the easiest path to get to Suarez, but there have been nights where it has been as well. So look, it's been, I think, a lot of good for the Padres bullpen, some shakiness in there, but I think on the whole, the bullpen's been pretty good so far. We've got Javier DMing in saying, great all-around road win for the Fighting Friars. Darvish looked good showing his experience at Wrigley. Our offense keeps showing explosive innings of over 5 runs. And to top it off, Campy, amazing. Yeah, big 3-run double for Camposano tonight. Ended up being a really big deal. Scott saying Suarez is 3 fire emojis. We're starting to fire on all cylinders. Welcome Solano, Camposano, and Profar doing their thing. Look, I will say this. When you go back to the 4-game win streak, Padres, by the way, have now won 5 of 6. Look, they're sitting at 19 and 19. They're 500. So I don't want to get too over the top with it. But I do feel like from an offensive perspective, yeah, they seem to be firing as much on all cylinders as they have this year. Playing a little bit more from ahead as well. And look, you look at the lineup, no Manny tonight, but you look at the lineup and with a rise, and man, Solano tonight was impressive. Again, that's what you thought you'd get from him. Quality at bats, he had 2 hits, he had a longer lineup. So a lot of good stuff from the offense as of late, and the Padres have won 5 of 6. And look, we talked about it pregame, and we'll continue to talk about it. When you get good starting pitching, it makes all the difference in the world. It just does. And here tonight, Darvish, despite the Padres not scoring for the first 5 innings, puts up 5 scoreless innings for a second straight outing. They got Steele out of the game. Steele was great. You know, that's good for Cubs fans that he returned to form after a stint on the IL. But they got him out, and then they pounced on the bullpen. And they made a lot of things happen in that 6th inning. So, look, 5 out of 6, you'll take it, you'll run with it, and now hopefully the Padres, at the very least, win one of the next 2 games. Easy, Randy Vasquez on the mound for the Padres. And you have a bullpen that was used very heavily today. And remember, sort of a lopsided loss yesterday. You had to use Brito and Kolek. Peralta's now 2 days in a row. Shota Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs tomorrow. The lefty out of Japan. He's been good in the early part of his major league career. So tomorrow's tough. Then another good starting pitcher who's off to a good start, Hayden Wesneski on the mound for the Cubs on Wednesday. You do have Dylan Cease on Wednesday. My point being, this is not an easy couple of days. The good news is you've won the first game of this series, check, and now you try to at least win one more. To me, that's what you should be focused on. Winning one more, you take 2 out of 3 in Arizona, you hopefully take 2 out of 3 against the Cubs, 4-2 trip, day off, get back home to play the Dodgers.
I'm just getting home, dog. Just getting home.
Great, awesome. We'll see what the Padres do over the next couple of days. We'll come back with much more. I'll continue to read through your DMs, tweets, video comments. If you want to comment on YouTube, we'll get to some of those coming up.
Association offers a public service. To assess your need for a lawyer, you will receive 3 free references to qualified attorneys without charge. Visit needalawyer.sandiego.com to learn more.
It's the perfect way to keep your car looking great while saving money. Don't wait. This offer won't last forever. Visit SoapyJoesCarWash.com to learn more.
If you love your meals with a taste of exploration, check out the Latin Flavors event at Ralph's. Embark on new culinary adventures with vibrant tastes and fresh possibilities. With hope to see you there.
Save on fresh produce, too. Jumbo avocados sale for $1.49 each with your card and digital coupon. Ralph's. Fresh for everyone.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of $10 gold Liberty coins from the late 1800s to early 1900s has been found. These gorgeous gold Liberty coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 200 of these gold coins are available in any specific date. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a specific date gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These historic dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That's anywhere from 117 to 144 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-386-8018. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus of $50 value free with every order. Call 1-800-386-8018 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-386-8018.
You know a spot, but not just a spot, the spot. Actually, with the 2023 Nissan Frontier, you know a bunch of them. But the key to these great spots, being able to reach them in the first place. Your spot is out there. Find your Frontier in the 2023 Nissan Frontier with standard 310 horsepower, advanced tech, and 281 pound-feet of torque.
Postgame show continues here on the Padres Radio Network. Sam Levitt with you inside our San Diego studios. As we wrap this one up, Sam Levitt, I already said that with you here inside.
Sammy Levitt, baby. Shout out Sammy Levitt. He's the boy.
It's got me giddy. 6-3. The Padres beat the Cubs here tonight in game one of this 3-game series. We've done a lot of good stuff already here on the post-game coverage. We've had the radio highlights. We've heard from Padres manager Mike Schultz already, and we've given you a lot of thoughts about this ball game. We will get to some of your phone calls here coming up in a little bit. 833-288-0973. Again, 833-288-0973 as we continue to break this one down. Man, there was some really good work out of the Padres bullpen here tonight. Let's tell you more about it once again with our relief pitcher of the game.
Which pitcher was able to come in and slam the door shut? It's time for the relief pitcher of the game in support of the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank, providing food assistance to local children, families, and seniors in need. To get help or give help, visit SanDiegoFoodBank.org.
Right-handed batter. First pitch swinging in the air, deep right center. Long run there.
Oh, got a crackhead side of the road.
The catch and the ball game is over. Robert Suarez, for the second time this year, collects a 5-out save, and the Padres take game one at Wrigley by a final of 6-3.
No doubt about it, Robert Suarez, our relief pitcher of the game, and I'll give you a little preview. This will not be the last award that Suarez gets here tonight. So I'm going to save it, getting into what Suarez has done this year, how impressive it is as a whole. But Robert Suarez comes in the 8th inning, bases loaded, 1 out, the go-ahead run at the plate for the Chicago Cubs. Gets 2 batters in a row, comes back out for the 9th inning, a 1-2-3 frame, a 5-out save, 5 batters faced, 5 batters retired. Really impressive work. It continues for Robert Suarez. All right, let's get to some of your phone calls. Phone number is always 833-288-0973. Let's lead things off here tonight with Tom calling in from Mira Mesa. Hi, Tom. You're on the Padres Radio Network.
Hi, Sam. I go by Uncle Tommy, if that's okay.
All right.
All right, Uncle Tommy.
It's been interesting to see how Schultz is trying to get the bullpen so that we have, you know, a starter can go 5, then we've got our 6th, our 7th, our 8th, and our 9th. Last year, I think Bob couldn't bring Hader in the 8th inning. There was like something in his contract or something. So the fact that Suarez can come in the 8th, and when he does, he just locks it down. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Now we just need to figure out how we can get that lineup. I know he's been working with De Los Santos and Peralta, and I don't know, man. I want to believe in Peralta, but it just seems like when we start off with a leadoff walk, it makes my skin crawl. I kind of felt like here comes another Colorado game where we're going to give up the lead in the 8th. But it was great to see all those strikeouts by Suarez and coming out with a victory in game 1. I'm really looking forward to this series.
Yeah, look, Tom, it was a really, really good win.
What up, stud?
There's
Hope
no
all's
doubt
well,
about
man.
it. And, you know, look,
Shout out to all y'all. Thanks for watching and happy Monday. We made it through the day. Thank God. Monday's behind us. Better days ahead now, right? Fucking guarantee you that.
Here tonight.
Cheers.
But look, there's no doubt about it. To me, Robert Suarez, he has been one of the really, really good early storylines of this season. I mean, what he continues to do, and I'm going to save it a little bit because we're going to get into Suarez in our next segment, and so stay tuned because I'm going to really dive into the numbers and what he's done so far, and I talked about it a little bit earlier, but there's no doubt about it. I mean, what this guy has done and his willingness to go get,
you got it, homie. Hang in there.
This early in the season now on multiple occasions. Not that you want to do that all the time, but it has been really, really, really impressive. So great stuff, no doubt about it, from Robert Suarez. He continues to be absolutely terrific. So a good win for the Padres here tonight, 6-3 as they beat
Appreciate
the
you, boss.
Chicago Cubs. Let's take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard.
Let's take a trip around the mountains and tell you about the scores you need to know in our out-of-town scoreboard, presented by Jensen Meat, where great taste meets integrity.
We take a look at scores from around the major leagues. What's going on in baseball here tonight? Games going on right now. Rangers ahead of the A's 3-2 in Oakland in the 8th inning. Dodgers ahead of the Marlins 6-3 in LA in the 5th. Those are the two games going on right now. The other going on. Phillies beating the Giants earlier today 6-1. Bryce Harper a 3-run home run in that. Guardians.
Pinball! What up, Christian? What up, what up, what up? Oh!
Rays beat the White Sox 8-2 in Tampa Bay.
Let's fucking go.
Royals 3 and the Brewers.
That man's in the comments down low is the fucking G.
3-1 in Minnesota. Mets beating the Cardinals 4-3 in St. Louis. Brandon Nimmo a home run in that game for the Mets, and that's a full look at the out-of-town scoreboard on this Monday.
Bro, we just getting home, dog, and we are filming it. Let's go.
Here on the Padres Radio Network.
Yo, Dakota, mad respect for you, dog. Let's go. Mad respect. I know that shit ain't easy, and you're a fucking hero. Let's fucking go.
Tonight, Padres 6, Cubs 3. More after this on the Padres Radio Network.
Yes, sir, bro. Rolling deep, bro.
The Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank and its North County Food Bank chapter need your help. The food bank is feeding nearly 400,000 people every month in communities throughout San Diego County. Host a food drive, sign up to volunteer, or donate online at SanDiegoFoodBank.org. Every dollar donated provides 2 meals. Thank you for helping the food bank feed local children, seniors, and families in need. To learn more, visit SanDiegoFoodBank.org.
For 70 years, Sid's Carpet Barn has been San Diego's leader for high-quality flooring at the lowest possible pricing. For a huge selection at everyday lowest prices, visit any Sid's or SidsCarpet.com.
At Hummel Casino, nothing is more important than
Hummel Casino!
Lots of action at the tables and slots, live entertainment, amazing food and drink, and thrilling gifts.
Ohio!
We're the
What
closest
up?
place to play. Hummel Casino. Fun above all else.
guys, it's your old pal Woodsy for Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15 minutes or less drive-through oil change reminds you can stay in your car while it's being serviced. Valvoline is the quick, convenient, and most trusted oil change provider in San Diego. I go to the one by my house, well, every 3,000 miles. You're not driving as much, don't need an oil change? Valvoline Instant Oil Change offering a free courtesy check of your tires and battery. Valvoline is open 7 days a week. For directions and discounts, go to SoCalOilChange.com. That's SoCalOilChange.com.
When people have a craving to explore new and traditional Asian cuisines, they head to P.F. Chang's, where scratch-made dishes come from the 2,000-year-old tradition of wok cooking. P.F. Chang's wanted to explore new possibilities for their website. They turned to AmericanEagle.com. AmericanEagle.com re-architected P.F. Chang's website, integrating multiple third-party systems to create a unified digital experience. The results? Improved page speed and performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's and AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world. Turning to the best in the business for websites, go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
Our post-game show continues here on the Padres Radio Network. Sam Levitt with you inside our San Diego studios as we wrap this one up. Really nice win for the Padres here tonight as they beat the Chicago Cubs by a final score of 6-3. If you want to squeeze a phone call in, you can. 833-288-0973, the phone number to call. As always, if you want to tweet me, DM me your thoughts about tonight's game, we'll continue combing through those. Let me take a quick look through the YouTube comments here because I feel like I've been neglecting the YouTube comments. We've got somebody saying here, well, you know what, let's show this comment. We've got this comment: the Cubs lineup is just not that good without Bellinger. We should expect to win all these games. We will get to Imanaga tomorrow. Expect the sweep until they prove they can beat us. It's very confident. Look, there's no doubt about this. The Cubs are without Cody Bellinger and Seiya Suzuki right now, so it's a weekend lineup. Now, sweeping this team on the road will be hard. If the Padres do it, that's awesome. I would say focus on winning one of the next two, winning a series, having a 4-2 trip, and going from there. But hey, the sweep would certainly be the cherry on top. Let's see if we have any other comments here to get to. We've got so impressed with Suarez. I really doubted him TBH after last year, but him and Profar really leading the charge this year. I'm going to get into Jerks and Profar here in a second. He continues to be great, but that's a Sand Cactus Man with the comments on YouTube. Yeah, Suarez has been great. Look, he had an up and down season last year, had the injury, you know, some nice stretches, some struggles as well for
Isn't
Suarez.
that the Inland Empire?
Man, he has been so good.
Riverside Gang, what's good?
I'm going to focus on two guys here in our final segment. Primarily, it's going to be Profar and it's going to be Suarez. Let's talk about Suarez a little bit more as we tell you about our player of the game.
Which player had the biggest impact on today's game? Let's find out who is today's player of the game. Presented by Valley View Casino and Hotel. Catch every game at Patties and Pints. Plus, enjoy $4 beer every Thursday. Visit valleyviewcasino.com today.
Our player of the game here tonight, Robert Suarez. And that's not my pick. That was your pick. I put up a poll on Twitter, gave you 4 options for player of the game tonight. Yu Darvish, Luis Camposano, Jurickson Profar, or Robert Suarez. And with 69.3% of the vote, it was a quick poll. I only kept it up for 10 minutes, so I only had a little bit under 300 votes. But even with that, Suarez, by far and away the runaway winner, selected by you, the fans, as our player of the game. I agree. That's how important what he did, especially in the 8th inning, was. So Suarez, our player of the game here tonight on the Padres Radio Network. And I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I think it's worth bringing up again just how good Robert Suarez has been. Here are the numbers so far. An 0.59 ERA in 14 appearances. He's a perfect 11 for 11 in save opportunities. He's got an 0.72 whip, 143 opponent batting average. But beyond even those numbers, being a perfect 11 for 11 in save opportunities, the thing that may stand out even beyond that, he had a 5-out save on April 3rd at home against the Cardinals. And he had a 5-out save here on May 6th against the Cubs in Chicago. That is now 2 5-out saves. And by the way, he also had a 4-out appearance on April 12th in LA against the Dodgers. That was a big appearance for him in a game the Padres won in LA. His willingness to go get more than 3 outs this early in the season multiple times, a couple of 5-out saves already, it speaks volumes about him, about his mindset. I mean, you can't say enough good things about what Robert Suarez has been. And tonight I thought was arguably his finest performance of the year because of what he came into in that 8th inning. It felt like that was the game right there. And when you have a closer that is willing to come into a game and your manager says, hey, can you get me 5 outs? Can you get out of this jam? Bases loaded, 1 out, go ahead, run at the plate, and then go get me 3 more. And Robert Suarez says, Skip, I've got you. It's a big deal. I mean, who knows what happens if Robert Suarez isn't willing to go get a 5-out save tonight? What happens in that 8th inning? I don't know. Do the Padres
getting home, dog. We are
home.
getting home.
But
we are going to make a pit stop. But I'm not going to tell you where we're going so I can keep you on your toes.
Part of this season. Again, not just the results. He's been awesome as far as just the results. An 0.59 ERA, 11 for 11 in save opportunities. But he has been tremendous. We have a comment here from Jeffrey on YouTube. Jeffrey saying, I do think it benefits we have already paid the man, but I think he would have done it before his contract. And I kind of understand what that's getting at, right? Which is, Josh Hader and everything that transpired last year with when he would pitch, the unwillingness to go more than 3 outs. I don't want to rehash the whole thing because at this point it doesn't matter. Hader's moved on to Houston where he struggled quite a bit so far, but it doesn't matter for the Padres at this point. Look, I don't know, I don't know if Robert Suarez doesn't get the contract, what he says in these situations. But here's the bottom line. The Padres did give him the deal after 2022, and they kept him here for a long time. And when they did give him the deal, the thing we said about it was, well, this sort of appears like it's setting up for when Hader is gone, Suarez can be your 9th inning guy, can be your closer. And to this point, we've got a long way to go, but to this point, it's worked beautifully. And he has been terrific. And yeah, they paid him. And you know what? To his credit, they've paid him. And he said, I'll do whatever you need me to do. And he does deserve a lot of credit for that. We've got a long way to go, but the early part of this season, he has been absolutely terrific. Padres win it 6-3 over the Cubs here tonight. Let's hear our play of the game.
What was the crucial play that determined who came out on top? This is today's Play of the Game, presented by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Had a lot of ways to do something productive here. Profar hitting .357 with runners in scoring position. Grounds this one up the middle into center and a base hit. Fernando has scored. Cronenworth's on his way. Will Armstrong's throw the tag, not in time. 2-run single jerks in Profar, and the Padres have the first runs of the night.
Jerks and Profar, our play of the game here tonight. The 2-run single that broke a scoreless tie in the 6th inning. That sparked the Padres to go on for a 6-run 6th inning. They scored 6 runs in the span of 7 batters in this game here tonight. Just terrific stuff in that 6th inning. I talked about it earlier. It wasn't just having 6 hits in a span of 7 batters and scoring 6 runs. It was the double steal. It was the hit and run. It was another hit and run. I love the way the Padres pushed the envelope, forced the issue tonight. Very aggressive. I liked it. And Jerks and Profar had the base hit. that gave the Padres a lead, and they would never relinquish their lead here tonight. So for that reason, you could have picked the Campusano 3-run double, certainly, but I went with Profar. And it also gave me a good opportunity here to talk a little bit about Jerks and Profar before we wrap things up. So that's part of the reason I selected Profar for play of the game there. Let's talk a little bit about Jerks and Profar. I'll update these for you tomorrow, but entering today, this was before Profar had the 2-run single, 1 for 4 today. Excuse me, no, it was 1 for 4. Zokar came in later. 1 for 4 today, 2-run single, run scored in this game. Here was where Jerks and Profar entering today ranked through 37 games. A .344 batting average, that ranks 6th in the majors. A .430 on base percentage, tied for 2nd in the majors entering today. And a .963 OPS, tied for 6th in the majors entering today. That's top 10 in average, top 10, really top 3 in on base percentage, and top 10, really top 6 in OPS. I mean, he's having, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. That's the thing. It's not like he's slowed down at all. He just continues to play at this kind of level. Today, another good example with the base hit in the 6th inning to get that inning started, get the scoring started. He's been tremendous. I mean, Jerks and Profar is playing like an all-star. Seriously. Now, will it last throughout May? Will it last throughout June? Will it last into the summer? I don't know. In baseball, typically, things tend to come back down to earth at some point, and we understand that. Usually it happens. But this is no longer a small sample size, and we're almost at 40 games in. And Profar has shown no signs of slowing down. So look, whether it lasts at this level or not, or he just continues to play well, but not quite this well, doesn't matter. He has been so good, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. He really does. The Padres have got so much ahead of the deal already. So credit to Jerson. We knew what he brought to the clubhouse, but what he's done on the field so far, it has been absolutely tremendous, and certainly a big part of this 6-3 win for the Padres here tonight. All right, taking a look ahead to tomorrow and the rest of the series before we get out of here. Tomorrow, same time, same place. First pitch at 4:40. Pre-game coverage begins at 3:40. Right-hander Randy Vasquez on the mound for the Padres. It'll be left-hander Shota Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs. Very talented lefty out of Japan. Vasquez for the Padres. Imanaga.
People stand on a stage and read a piece of paper. Well, across the pond, people can't understand it. But take a look at the differences in systems. Obviously, the NFL promotes events on a year-round basis and now uses this event to go around the country. Next year, Green Bay. Premier League and other leagues have the same kind of entry into their teams, but they spend a lot more money on youth development and a global reach. There is not one major signing date, but rather many dates where transfer fees are paid, and it becomes a major headline. Bottom line is both systems work well in the respective areas. International systems around a long time. NFL's making up room. Will NFL go to relegation? Not on your life.
Do you use the expensive blue or yellow?
As I usually do. And I went for a breakfast scone. I've never had a good scone in my life. I mean, I can't find a good scone. So, I don't know, maybe a Padre player inside the clubhouse can introduce me to a place that serves a good scone. I know Joe Musgrove, Jake Cronenworth, they're big coffee guys.
Let's go. One of the best stores ever.
Shop, a breakfast
rolling
spot.
deep.
That's a good scone.
We made it.
Walking around the clubhouse with a scone.
This is a pit stop.
Hey,
Tajay!
Where you got that?
Yeah, we're about done here. So thanks for tuning into the whipping
Stony
stream.
North. I don't think I was trying
Have
to
a
do
great
something
night,
for
y'all.
the morning show. I think I messed it up. All right.
Time to get some